Hello everyone, happy second week of February. Please excuse my voice. I don't know about y'all, but I caught something that was going around and it stole my voice. It pulled a little Ursula moment, but just know that we are okay. I'm healing, I'm healed, and I'm ready to get into this week's transit. So last week we saw the full moon in Auslasia. We had our Mercury moving into Aquarius, Venus moving into Aquarius, and now this week we have the sun moving into Aquarius. So this is the true beginning of Aquarius season. And for those of you who are like, what the hell are you talking about? We've been in Aquarius season. No, my loves, Western astrology, unlike Jyotish, does not factor in the ecliptic, which is Earth's wobble, and that shifts 1 degree every 72 years. Ooh, we had a card that flipped out. So technically, we had 2 cards that flipped out. So technically, Western calculations are off by 24. We had 3 cards that flipped out. Hey, let's go. Western calculations are off by 24 degrees. So we have the actual true beginning of Aquarius season happening right now. And this is from stellarium.com. It's a website that it's basically like a telescope app, and you can use it to see in real time where the planets are. And I strongly encourage you to do this for like your birthday, if you want to see where the sun, the moon, all of the planets were when you were born. And this little guide that you see, it's on my website. It's my February Cosmic Tea Guide, has all the transits. There's also one for the whole year. Go and get it. But we got the 2 of Pentacles, and Pentacles represents finite things such as time, money, your resources, and the 2 of Pentacles represents a choice. This is duality, balance. This is you having options and needing to choose which one. So noticing if maybe it's between partners or maybe jobs, maybe something that you want to do. But the 2 of Pentacles represents going with the flow and not trying to push too hard to go in either direction, being lightfoot, being able to balance, being able to find some sort of harmony between 2 things. This represents being flexible, adaptable, embracing change, embracing this ability to be fluid, and being able to take on a multitude of tasks at hand. So maybe you are balancing multiple jobs. Maybe you're a caretaker. Maybe you have a lot going on. This is having that energy, but we want to avoid having hectic lifestyles or poor sleep patterns. So notice where maybe you need to bring some balance and harmony into your life. The second card that flipped out was the Lovers. So maybe you need to find some balance in your love life and your romance. Maybe if you're single, are you dating a bunch of people and you need to maybe finally make a choice? It's an interesting situation to be in, being single and dating and having multiple partners. But notice if it's maybe time to settle down, or notice if you're in like a situationship and it's time for you to make a choice, as seen here in the 2 of Pentacles. It's time to make a choice as to where you want your relationship to go. Do you want to stay, in this situationship, or do you want to actually start to manifest a real relationship for you and your partner? Do you need to stop talking to so many people? The Lovers card represents intimacy, being vulnerable, having unshakable trust in your partner, and loving yourself enough to tend to the garden of your life. This is exploring relationships with curiosity, playfulness, loyalty, and being truly authentic, and being able to fully let go and not only give but receive love healthily. And then we have the Knight of Cups. I really think that this is like someone's dating, because the Knight of Cups is this like lover boy energy. Knights represents messages, so messages of love could be coming your way. So if you've been waiting for someone to text you back, it could be that this person is going to text you soon. The Knight of Cups represents a deep emotional lover. This is being magnetic, super charming, a lover who takes their time. They're not in a rush to try to make things happen. This is paying attention to the synchronicities between you and that person. The energy of the Knight of Cups is very adventurous, charming, and be mindful if you meet someone who has this energy, because it could, like the shadow side, be someone who's a love bomber, someone who's maybe a little narcissistic, where they just give all this energy to other people because they like the attention that it draws to them. And if someone came to mind, then, well, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And this is just how these people are. You know, they feel so deeply about everything that it's not cruel, it's just, you know, sometimes having a really flirty personality. So let's pull some astro die to see who this lover might be. Okay, so first and foremost, we have Aries. Aries could be in this person's big three. Libra could be in their big three. And Scorpio. So someone very passionate. Two Mars ruled signs and Venus, which Mars and Venus, when they come together, is a deep, what my teacher would call passion combination. And when we see passion combinations, it literally is this lover's energy, it's this Knight of Cups energy. And listen, Valentine's Day is literally this week. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. I'm single as a Pringle, so I don't think about that too much. But Valentine's Day is literally this week. So yes, it's very, very, very interesting. So let's see what else we have. It's also Friday the 13th. Go get your tattoos. Friday the 13th sales. Let's see. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands represents someone who lights up a room. This flame on their hat is being youthful, being very passionate. This is someone who's very faithful to themselves and really focuses on creativity, focuses on really what makes you happy, what inspires you. So maybe a type of love that inspires you, and ultimately, even if there is some sort of, you know, romantic situation going on, this is staying true to yourself. So even if there's a lover, even if there's a potential partner, even if there's like this soulmate energy, this is not losing yourself in a relationship, but also being excited. This is literally keywords I have are excitement, thrill, pleasure, and following your delight. So if you've been holding back at dating, holding back at being in relationships, the universe wants you to stop being so shy and start putting yourself out there. You could even take yourself out on a date, but try connecting with people. It's time to put yourself out there. We are inherently meant to love and to be loved. We have the Four of Swords, but notice if it's also time to rest. While we do what thrills us, this Two of Pentacles also shows up in the same energy of the Four of Swords, which calls for a necessary rest. The Four of Swords represents quieting your mind and wants you to know that you need to rest in order to get your thoughts in order. Swords represent thoughts, your words, your speech, and you need to unwind, to rest, to heal, to align yourself, especially after dealing with someone who has Knight of Cups energy, which can be exhausting. You need to rest and make time for yourself. Notice if you maybe get caught up in dating, in relationships, especially with all of this passion combination, allow your mind to heal. You need to calm your body, calm your mind, and be alone. So while it is very important to, you know, have lovers and have relationships, you need to also tend to yourself first and notice if perhaps things maybe get a little, not wonky, so to speak, but you know how sometimes people, when you meet someone new, you get like lost in that relationship, or maybe lost in the idea of being in a relationship, lost in the pursuit of love. You have to take time for yourself. And one really important message that comes from the Four of Swords is to meditate in order to balance your nervous system. So notice if this week you're being called to not only find love, but bring balance to, you know, being in a relationship, being in this passionate energy, but also taking care of yourself, honoring your commitments, and resting. You have to put your life jacket on first sometimes. Blackberries. There is no weaving with existence when you ignore the presence of spirit within the self. And it's very interesting that this card is the number 8, because today, as I'm recording this, it's February 8th, which is an angel number 8. 8. So notice if 8s show up for you. So as always, I'm gonna read from the booklet and then get into it. So keywords: spiritual neglect, dwelling on the negative, low vibrations. And it's crazy because this card also came up for someone in the coven this week. Receiving this card is an indication of spiritual neglect and choosing the path of temptation, greed, drama, laziness, envy, and manipulation. This card often appears when a limiting belief or behavior has become destructive and the shadow aspects of our subconscious are driving your decisions. However, pulling this card also means you are ready to stop being your own enemy, make a change, and own a new pathway forward. Be mindful of the way you react to things and the words you say. When you dwell on the negative, you draw further low vibrational energy to your situation. Don't play the victim. Instead, call on your spiritual reserves and turn to the light. There is always a solution where there is hope and honor. So maybe some low vibrational energy around dating, around your love life. Maybe feeling a little disenchanted, or like the dating game, while I agree with you, is a little treacherous in these streets. So notice where your thoughts go, especially when it comes to dating and relationships. If you maybe have this like woe is me attitude, I'm never gonna find someone. Words are spells, and the universe is like, your wish is my command. So connect back with yourself, rest, meditate. Notice if you need to change your way of thinking and connect back to your true self. Being chronically online is one of the easiest ways to have a spiritual disconnection. So maybe take some time to put your phone on do not disturb and journal or read, go for a walk. I mean, not if you're on the East Coast, it's fucking cold right now, but do something that helps you connect back to yourself, connect back to your true self. Grimoire, witchiness. So again, as always, I'm gonna read from the booklet and get into it. So, grimoire. Keep what is sacred near to you, for it is only to be shared when you are ready. Keywords: avoiding gossip, keeping secrets, guarding your plans. Ooh, I love this already. Be careful about how much you share over the coming weeks, because you may be too quick to share information that could be harmful to yourself or others. This card warns against gossip and the damage it can cause. Ask yourself if you truly need to share this piece of information. What is the purpose of doing so? Does it have the potential to bring someone grief in the process? Aside from gossip, this card also suggests now is not a good time to share your plans. Others may be listening closely, waiting for the right bit of information to either derail your plans or steal them outright. Keeping your secrets for a time will also be beneficial to you, as you may need to work out more details before sharing anything with those closest to you. Doing so will allow you to solidify your plans without having to justify your actions or feel the need to offer an explanation if things don't work out as expected. Keeping a grimoire, journal, or other sacred book will give you a safe space to share your thoughts and keep your personal records. Use this for now, then revisit your question again in 4 weeks' time. So I would like to think that since we have a lot of energy motion happening here, that if you start dating someone, if you're single, about to be single, like a breakup is about to happen, whatever, keep it to yourself. There's no need to share it with other people. If someone gifts you something, if you have a Valentine, if you don't have a Valentine, keep it to yourself. We are, unfortunately, in this era where people feel so comfortable being like very bitter and jealous and hateful online, where, you know, you'll see, for example, someone post, oh, my boyfriend, you know, did this for me. And someone in the comments will be like, what was your spell, word for word? Like wanting to steal the energy. And like, while for the most part, some people are joking, they're being serious. If you tell them the spell, they're gonna steal it. Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm so happy for you. And they'll put like a meme of someone who looks annoyed. Even if it's, you know, quote unquote joking, that energy is still being put out there, that jealous energy. So keep it to yourself. Pretend there was no social media. If you want to take pictures for you and yourself, of course, but you don't need to always share. And especially too, like, there could be someone who, even if it's a friend unintentionally, puts the evil eye on you. Remember to hydrate. I had a situation with a friend where every time I told them a plan, oh, this awesome thing is happening, this awesome thing, this. The second I told it to them, the plan would fall apart. The person would go away. Some conflict would arise. And I soon learned very quickly that that person had the evil eye on me. And protect your energy. There's no need to share. Arts and crafts, independence, creating your vision, getting involved. The arts and crafts comes to you when you are trying to manifest your vision using other people's means and methods instead of creating something for yourself. What did I just say? Tell me your spell word for word. Literally trying to use someone else's methods for falling in love, getting a job, getting an apartment. That works for them. Live your life. Walk your own path. Or follow their steps, but put your own spin on it. Because what worked out for them worked for them, not for you. You have your own life, your own experiences, your own lens that you've lived through. This card asks, why buy artwork when you can paint, or why purchase clothes when you can sew your own? There's certainly no shortage of modern conveniences, but eliminating yourself from the crafting process reduces your chances of finding exactly what you're looking for. Don't cut yourself short thinking you don't have the skill to bring your ideas and visions to life, because skills can be learned and mastered. In a love reading, this card can mean you are losing yourself in a relationship and dissolving yourself in another person. Hello, finding balance, resting. Notice if you're getting too, that's insane. That's okay, oh my gosh. Make sure you are voicing your wants and needs to avoid resentment down the line. In a reading about money or career, this card may mean a lazy attitude towards financial comfort and a desire for other people to take care of you. It can indicate a feeling of always expecting others to fix your mistakes rather than you taking responsibility. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet and start building your own life. Additionally, this card can mean getting more involved in a cause you believe in. Is there an injustice that's troubling you? Girl. Perhaps it's time for you to speak up, as you may have a perspective and potential ideas that can make all the difference in someone else's life. Hello? Follow your own blueprint. Follow your own path. Notice if you're trying to do what someone else is doing. That doesn't work for you. Like, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a performer, you could try to follow Beyonce's blueprint, but she's Beyonce. She has her own lens, her own view. Do your thing. You could try to copy someone's artwork, or you can be inspired, you know? There's a difference. So my YouTube fam, this is the reading where we will leave it for you. If you like it, please drop a little cat emoji in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it to the end of the video and that you found it useful. If you want part 2, the full version of this video, head on over to patreon.com/thebaristawitch and subscribe at the $5 level to join the Cafe Coven, where every single week I do full weekly deep dives into the astrological transits and how they affect us. And if you would like to learn how to read tarot over on Patreon for tier 2, please join the Arcana Academy, where I teach you how to read tarot. And every single week for Tarot Tuesdays, we go through the major arcana, the cups, the wands, pentacles, swords, all of the tarot, and I give you a breakdown into each card. There's already several videos up right now for the Arcana Academy where you can go and binge. If you would like a reading, if you want to know how these transits affect you, head over to my website, thebaristawitch.com. I offer sliding scale options because I completely understand that finance is finance and life's. And if you need a little bit of help, just let me know and we can take care of it. Just shoot me an email, misha@thebaristawitch.com. Otherwise, I love you. Happy Aquarius week. Happy Valentine's Day week. Happy Friday the 13th. Hopefully my voice will be back next week and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.